All right, I don't know where this section of the video is going to be, but I'm recording it kind of out of order. But I just ordered a brand new big old power station and I'm super excited. Should be here tomorrow, but based on the design of it, and I'm not going to tell you which one, I'll show you in the video when it comes in, because it's a pretty cool one. I have to have 35 volts minimum input to be able to charge this thing, which means that I've got to go ahead and change up some of my solar panels on the roof. So I'm going to go ahead and rewire a couple of them in series. So it's going to be a series parallel connection. And I actually just ordered 2 more solar panels, so I'll have a total of 600 watts on the roof. So I should be good to go for power. And those solar panels should come in today. Also, on the video here, I do want to go ahead and show that I did get my new ladder installed. Yes, I did. And it is working just fine. I'm still using my other ladder just because it's closer to the shop. So, but this is how I can get up and down onto the new deck. So, woohoo! All right, well, let's go on top and start doing some rearranging, shall we? All right, so I do apologize for the wind. It is southern Wyoming, and like I said, it pretty much just never stops here. It sucks, but the wiring looks like a mess now, but I will tidy it once I get the other 2 solar panels in here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm doing a series parallel connection, and what that means is I'm gonna have 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna have 2 banks of 3 solar panels. Each bank of the solar panels on this side will be wired in series. Each bank on this side will be wired in series. And then both banks will be paralleled down there at the bottom at the junction box where they come in. So as you can see, they're coming up through here. So it's gonna go negative to positive, negative, or positive to negative, positive to negative, back through here. The positive will come back up through here, connect up. Same thing here, and go down. So basically, like I said, a series parallel connection. So all the solar panels on this side will be series, all the solar panels on this side will be series, and then they'll both combine to parallel. All right, and what I'm hoping that will do is it'll give me the best of both worlds for the solar panels here. They're there, right? So I'm gonna place the new ones there. Hopefully that'll give me the best of both worlds when it comes to shading, because I can't control where this is gonna go. I need to do some of them in series for the new power bank that I'm getting, because like I said, it requires a minimum of 35 watts to even start, or 35 volts to even start. So I have to do some of them in series, but I still want to have some shade protection. So I'm going to do the 2 banks in parallel, and then we can go from there. So hopefully it should be good. I'll have a total of 600 watts up here, and that should be enough to power my new power bank that's coming. I'm excited. I've got the 6 panels down, and so far, like I said before, these are wired in, these 3 are wired in series, these 3 are wired in series, and then together they come down there, and they come back together in parallel. So that way I have kind of the best of both worlds when it comes to regards to shading and also voltage and power consumption, because series is going to give me the better volts that I need for the new power bank that I got. But yeah, at the same time, I also still want to go ahead and have parallel, so that way if one side shaded, the other side's still getting full power and can still get some, because with parking this thing and traveling, I'm not going to be able to go anywhere. I've had a lot of people ask me if I should just put like tilt panels on here, and I've thought about it, although I'll be honest with you, I'm really lazy and I don't want to have to get up here and aim them and move them, and I usually don't stay in a spot long enough to warrant that. It could be possible down the road, I'm not sure, but as of right now, I just want to have more panels than I probably need, and then that way they can just sit up here flat at the fixed angle, and I just produce power constantly, and hopefully I'll be able to produce it quicker than I use it. But if not, I still have my Honda generator that I can use, and I have the 2200i, and that thing is awesome. So last little part that I'm going to go ahead and show here is just the little time lapse of me screwing in all the panels and actually using silicone. I want to go ahead and just prove to you guys that I do use this. I do make sure all the holes are sealed up. I said seal your hole. Yeah. Anyway, so go ahead and enjoy. Later. Now the next day, and the portable power station came in, and I am excited. I have been waiting for a while to go ahead and save up and get this thing. Yes, it is the Bluetti AC 200P, the 2000 watt hour lithium iron phosphate battery bank with a 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter and more power ports and everything like that than you can shake a stick at. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I've been wanting this thing for a while, so guys, this is so awesome. Holy crap. It is so freaking nice. It is heavy, dude. Guys, I'm really excited to get this thing in the camper. That will be in the upcoming videos that I have. Will be showing me installing this bad boy in there, testing it out, and putting it to use with the solar to see how it works. So, hi, my name's John. I like long walks on the beach, and I'm here to have some fun. No, I'm just totally kidding. Oh, it went double chin. Thank God I got a beard. Ugh, that covers it up, right? Anyway, so I'm down underneath my bed here, getting ready to install a little distribution box, because the Bluetti that I have has a 25 amp output dedicated for like do-it-yourselfers and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in, and this is gonna be where the main power source comes into. You'll have the negative bus and the positive bus with all the wired fuses and output. So I'll be able to just have one cable come into this, and then everything else will branch off from there, right? So, all right. So I'm probably gonna put it back right here is where I'm thinking, because the fridge is gonna come right here where I'm laying, and I don't want it to, I wanna still be able to have access to it. And not only that too, but here in the future, I'm gonna get a, probably a propane, like a Propex heat exchange heater or a diesel heater, one or the other, and I'll put it right over here so that way I'll be close to the main power box for everything as well. So yeah, and then I'll probably have some stuff going on. I just can't put it right here because the fridge kind of would probably hit it. So there we go. And this one comes with a nice little screw-on cover to kind of keep everything protected and nice and neat. So let's go start running a few wires here. give you guys an update of what it looks like so far. I've got the power distribution block running with some 10 gauge wire, and this is actually just extra solar panel wires that I have. So it's a pure copper 10 gauge wire, so that should be more than enough to handle any of the amperage that I need coming off the Bluetti to power most of the main stuff. So it'll be powering the fridge back there. It'll be powering any outdoor lights, anything that's going to be permanent. This is what's going to handle that. So that should be sufficient gauge. I'm going to route it up. I'm going to route it up through here, and I'm going to install the Bluetti up here. The only thing that I'm going to be waiting on, I'm too fat again. The only thing I'm going to be waiting on is the aviation plug or adapter that actually goes in to the Bluetti. That is on back order. It's been on back order for months. I did find the little adapter online to see if I can make the cable itself, but I'm pretty sure that's coming from China as well. So it's just going to be the waiting game until I can get this actually powered up and running. But in the meantime, I can at least start running the wire so that once I get everything, I can just hook it up and we can go from there. So let's keep going. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hook in our little 12-volt adapter with USB stuff for, and that's gonna be for the fridge. So let's see if we can start putting this stuff together, shall we? A little cramped under here, but we'll figure it out. There we go. These out. All right, now this is a little bit tight of a fit. This is actually just an electrical conduit box that I found at Menards or my local Home Depot, or I guess a home improvement store. And I'm just kind of testing it out to see how it works in terms of using it as like a little it's like a little job box, or a little electrical, you know, construction box, do-it-yourself project box. This is definitely a little tight, but I think it should work. In there. So I have some USBs in here just for, I don't know, in case I have to, I don't know if I can find something to charge or run back here that I need to. But mainly I just want this locking 12-volt plug for the fridge. Let's check it out. What do you guys think? I think it's looking pretty good so far. All right, let's continue. Pardon the mess. I'm still not done cleaning up in here, but I wanted to show you the progress that I've made so far on the electrical system. I now have the Bluetti AC 200p installed and hardwired into the trailer, powering the lights, the fan, and the fridge. Oh yeah, buddy. Check this out. It's the AC, or sorry, not the AC, CFX 95-3. It is the 95 quart dual zone. And I'll pull this out here. Can't, it's kind of heavy with one hand. Got the freezer packets in there. There's some water right now. But this thing is pretty awesome. No more having to store ice for me. No siree. And I'll have to actually get a an actual slide made for this. But all the power is coming from the Bluetti right now. Barely getting any solar input, about 32 watts, because it's the late afternoon, so I'm not expecting that. The DC load out is at 117 watts, and that's simply because the freezer is running right now. It is just kicked on, so it's gonna have to cool off, and once it does, then it'll kind of minimize its wattage usage. But so I've got it hardwired in from the 12 volt 25 amp output, and yes, I had to order this connector and then make my own wires, because Bluetti is well, they're still back ordered on that thing, so I said screw it and ordered it and soldered and made my own, as you saw. Comes down here, I've got the solar panels hooked into the side here. Everything comes down through the junction box in there, out through here, and comes through the distribution box here. Distribution box leads it in, and I just made that little conduit box there. Everything leads in to the CFX 95 dual zone. Oh yeah, keep those frosty beverages cold, son. I am, needless to say, pretty excited about this. I finally actually have pretty permanent power coming in here. I'm still going to permanently mount that. Right now that's just sitting in there. I'm actually going to go ahead and, let's see here, elevate it. Let's see if I can do this behind me. Elevate it to, right about here. That way I still don't lose any countertop space. And so it's up and out of the way from anything that I cook right here or whatnot. But so that'll stay wired in there. But the lights are on. The fan is good to go. I am excited, guys. This is a decent stopping point for tonight. I got the lights wired up, and they're not actually running to the cigarette lighter anymore. They're actually hooked up around, like I said I was gonna do, all the way around. I made a mistake on my measurements here, so I kind of need to shorten those up just a little bit, just so everything sits flush with the LED dimmer and the extra little pigtail right there. But that's simple enough. I can do that tomorrow. Goes down, around, back and under, behind the fridge, and then right there hooks in to the main distribution box. So I am pretty happy with this thing. So there's still a little bit. I'll go ahead and final up the wiring and stuff like that. Try to make it look a little bit nicer, a little bit more presentable. It still kind of sucks the wires on the outside, but this, like I said, this is my first time building a camper, and I don't know how I wanted to do it yet, so I figured, although I'll be able to see the wires, I'll wire loom it. It's fine for me. It doesn't really bother me. I can fix all the wiring easily, reroute everything, and then if/when I build a second camper, I'll know how I want everything to sit and be wired, so I can actually wire it into the walls and kind of hide a lot of the stuff. So I think that's about it. Got everything wired up. I'll still do some tidying up, and probably the next video I'll do an update and kind of show you what it looks like after I
get everything together, okay? All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. It really, really helps with these videos and keeping the content flowing. I love all of you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Deuces.